Oh my God, my stone fell out. Guys, I see this post time and time again, especially in some of these groups. You'll have people with piece, whether it's a ring, a pendant, a cuff, something like that. Their stone will fall out. And underneath their stone, sometimes there is sawdust. Sometimes there's backing, sometimes there's all different sort of stuff. So you have sawdust and then you have this black stuff like this. Maybe it's gray, maybe it's almost like a clear, but that's just backing. And then you have the turquoise or your actual stone. Now there's a few things you can do. If you are a silversmith, you probably have some stone setting tools. You have a square pusher, a bezel roller, a burnisher, maybe you even have one of these funky little tools from Lion Punch Forge. It's called a crap tool, either way. But most of you probably don't have that. And so how do you fix or reset your stone when you don't have those tools? Well, I've got a few household items right here that you could potentially use. Number one, yeah, that's right, a spoon. You could use a spoon to reset this stone. Number two, you could use a Sharpie, right? There's something somebody might have in their house. Or for you ladies out there, you could use chapstick or lipstick, something like that. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. So if you have sawdust that is in the bottom of your stone, you want to try to collect it. If you can't collect it because maybe it fell out in the street or something, you could use pencil shavings, you could use a piece of plastic, you could use just about anything, even excess silver, you could use a cut up credit card, you could just find something that fits in the bottom of that because its only job is to raise this stone to the proper height. And what do I mean by proper height? Well, I'm gonna show you like this. If you look at this stone, right here on the sides where this black part is, this is practically straight up and down. And so if your bezel only comes to here, it's not holding your stone in. You need it to come up over this curve a little bit, all right? So probably about right there, you wanna get it over that curve on all sides of your stones, all right? So all that bezel does is it's going to push itself over that stone and hold that stone in place like that, all right? So that's what you're looking for. So if you have sawdust, you're gonna repack it, you're gonna put something down in the bottom so that that bezel is the right height. This one just happens to be the correct height. So whenever I snap this down in there, you can see how high that bezel comes up past that stone. And what that's gonna do is whenever I push that over, it's gonna hold that stone in place. Right now, it's pretty much held in place just because I did a nice tight fit. However, if you're at home and you have your chapstick, what you can do is you could take the lid of that chapstick, you can find the edge of your bezel and you're just going to push it in, just like that, and then you're gonna roll over. So you're gonna push it, and then you're gonna roll it up like that. See how that dented it in? And then you're gonna go to the opposite side and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna push, and you're gonna roll up. And you can see that kind of pinches that stone in place, and then you're gonna go to the other side and you're gonna do the same thing. If you don't have chapstick and you have, let's just say a Sharpie, you could use the Sharpie as well. You do the same thing. You're gonna push, and then you're gonna roll. And that's just gonna push that bezel in and up over that stone. It looks really ugly right now, but we'll get there. If you don't have that and all you have is a spoon, you can use the back end of the spoon. You can do that as well. You can push that and then roll. You could use the back end of your little bucket here, and you're gonna push, and then you're gonna roll. Let's see that again. You're gonna push, and then you're gonna roll. Okay? And you're gonna do that all the way around this stone until all of that bezel is nice and pushed in and tight up against that stone. This is a long video, so please bear with me. But once we make our way around this stone and we push that bezel up and over, and you're pushing fairly hard, guys. This bezel is thin, it's really easy to push over, but you're gonna put a lot of effort into really pushing that stone or that bezel up against that stone, okay? I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And so I'm just holding, rolling. And I'm gonna work my way around this whole stone until that bezel is pushed all the way in, all the way around. Now, once you get that done and you look really closely, you shouldn't have any gaps. All right, you can see right there, there's a gap right there. You see how that point sticks out? So we wanna go and find that. Push it up and over. And we're gonna look really closely, not really too many gaps. And so now what you could do is you could take either the back end and put it right up against the stone or the bezel here, and then you could just push and slide it on the bezel. So you're taking it and you're sliding it on that bezel. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna burnish. So that's gonna work just like this tool would. This is a burnisher. It just kind of helps seat that metal in place. Naturally, I messed that up. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to fix that. So we're gonna push in really hard, and then we're gonna slide. We're gonna do that all the way around the stone. Now you know that's working whenever you look closely. And you see that shine part right there? That's where we're scratching that silver over with that spoon. If you don't have a spoon like that, you could use a Sharpie as well. You push that against there, and then you're just gonna slide it. Push that, and then slide it. And if you don't have your Sharpie, we'll use our chapstick lid. We're just gonna push, and we're gonna slide. Slide it around. And you're gonna work your way around that whole stone again. And then once that's in place like that, it should be good to go. And this could work for just about any setting you have, unless it's really thick. That'll work for most of your pieces. If you still have questions, you could always ask me. I really hope this video helps. If you have friends, and odds are you do, and they wear turquoise jewelry, odds are this will happen once upon a time. And so go ahead and send this video out to them, tag them, do all the things. But I appreciate you guys' times, and let me know if you have any questions.